Bob?
Yeah, go up Kip. I think I prefer Kip.
Kip. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay.
No worries.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. Just I guess like you, and it's been busy every day in crypto life, so nothing to complain, right? Busy is a good thing.
Yes,
How was
yes.
the Bitcoin conference? I think I saw you.
Yes, it
posting
was
about it.
it was good. It was an interesting crowd. I haven't been around a bunch of BTC maximalists before. So I really didn't know what to think just being around them. I um I kind of talk to people that I don't consider normies, and when I was talking I was talking to some of these BTC guys, I mean maybe they're right, I don't know, but it just I just had like some of those I would cringe sometimes, I guess. It was fun though. There was so much venture capital there, which I had really not seen before because this was my first conference. But it was great to hang out with some people from the Phantom ecosystem and others, and meet some partners. It was a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always great to have a physical meetup with the people that you only talk on Twitter or Telegram, right? So it's always better connection, have better connection with those guys if you talk personally to them.
Yes, yeah, it's good. I met someone that I didn't talk to a lot on Telegram or Twitter, but man, when I met them in person, I was really impressed with what they were building. I'm like, man, how did I not know about this? So that was really nice. But anyways, let's go ahead and get things going. So Weave Financial. I heard about this about a month ago when I was talking to Kip, and I'm really interested to hear more about it today. Before we go into exactly what it is, let's just hear about from both of you kind of how you guys got into crypto and what led you towards building this project or working on this project.
Okay, maybe I'll go first, then Kip can follow. This is Grayson, and my first Bitcoin was in late 2017, I guess. But at that time, I was still very new, just heard the news and tried to, invest something for the future. And I really start to dive deep into the smart contract EVM thing starting from 2020, the DeFi summer. I guess most of the guys might probably still remember the DeFi summer thing. Then I started to be really active in some early protocols. So then I got the chance to work with a tier 1 yield farming protocols in BSC chain at that time. Then all the way I've been learning my skills and knowledge through helping people into the community besides my normal daily job. And then I start to do it full time since last year. And the reason that we are working for Weave protocol is that we think in all those yield compound protocols that we saw currently in the market, including the famous God, YEarn, and then the emerging protocols like Beefy or other yield compounding protocols and the leverage yield compounding protocols. We think there are still some missing pieces in between that we probably can contribute. So that's why I choose to join Weave and try to build the stuff that we believe it might be helpful to bring more people into the crypto space. So that's where I am.
Nice. Kip, if you want to tell us.
Yeah, sure. And thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Kip. Just part-time BD and marketing for Weave. I'm just a good, started out as a normal DeFi degen. I always, I started with SpookySwap. Actually, this is one of my first DeFi protocols I touched. So it's always it's really surreal right now being here doing this AMA. So it's really fun. I'm just a humble yield farmer, and I found Weave through like the Phantom Alerts. Shout out to Austin. Phantom Alerts jobs section, and I guess I got picked up from there. So I'm just so excited and so happy that Weave and Steven, our co-founder, gave me a chance. So yeah, I've always wanted to work in crypto. It's kind of a dream, and I'm still constantly learning about the business side of DeFi. Because it's very, very interesting to me. And yeah, that's quite kind of my journey. And I got into crypto recently from the big last year's summer boom, and I did hear about it, and I did buy a little bit of Ethereum back in 2018. But other than that, yeah, everything is I've learned only recently. So it's been a dream come true being able to work in DeFi, and it's been very demanding but extremely rewarding at the same time. Like there's no other better place I think than to be in DeFi.
Nice. I want to say you're right. So what inspired the Weave team to just develop this product? I mean, you kind of went into it a little bit, Grayson, but if you could just elaborate a little more about what made the team come together to create this protocol.
Sure. So some of our founders are already involved in the yield farming protocols. So we basically met there, and then we try to brainstorming what is possibly the next generation of yield farming protocols. Then we two of our founders, one is Steven, one is Andreas. Then they happened to meet our third founder, which is Johnny, who is an experienced in traditional finance, and he had his own trading blog specifically about copy trading features. So he evaluated basically traditional copy trading platforms and also some of the existing ones or coming ones on the Web3 industry. Then they sort of like get together and think, okay, probably there's something interesting in between that we can like mix them together. So that's why we come up with this copy trading idea to bring it to DeFi space, crypto space. But we think, okay, there's a if we just simply do the copy trading into the Web3 world, it's probably not that degen, right? Not that Web3. So that's why we think, okay, then what is the most innovative features we saw on Web3 that we thought about yield farming. So that's why we want to build a copy farming platform that can allow novice users, they can simply copy the strategies that they want. And then we come out with, then we have another question. How should we source all those different strategies? Then we think we're gonna have some easy to use and intuitive strategy builders that enables the professional traders, like everybody here, that you have your own idea how you want to do on your yield farming strategy, but you don't know anything about coding, so you cannot do it. So that's why we want to build a platform that you can really customize your own strategy and without the need of coding experience before. So that's how we come up with this idea. And through our journey, we also realized that we want to help a lot of people to get into the crypto space. So we think that a really organized material to teach people and to walk you through how to set up the wallet and to know what is the liquidity, what is the AMM, what is the impermanent loss. This kind of educational content is also something we can contribute to the crypto space. Mm-hmm. So that's why we come out with this Weave package that we are offering today.
Right. Let me ask you, Grayson. So you mentioned the term copy trading. Now on Phantom, I haven't seen anything like this. Is there a product already out there that is doing what you guys are creating that someone can kind of like relate to, or is this something new?
We can. We saw already some protocols that are offering this kind of copy trading features. And if you take a look at what they are offering right now, most of them are just offering a spot position copy, a copy of your spot position, meaning if you are a professional trader, you can probably set up a portfolio which might include like 30% of Ethereum, 30% of BTC, and maybe the other 40% into Binance Coin, BNB Coin, or something like that. And you open your portfolio and allow people to copy your portfolio. So that's what we usually see from our competitions. So what we are trying to achieve is really focusing on the yield farming part, because we think that's the spirit of Web3 application, right? So what we are trying to deliver is, we never see similar products. We didn't see similar products yet. So we believe we are trying to do something different. So we are also trying to be cautious about the security design and the user experience. So that's what we are trying to work.
So before we go into all your features that you guys are building, so is the idea here is that they have a portfolio, they're farming a certain liquidity pool in SpookySwap, and maybe they're putting it on Taro or something like that, or maybe they're using leverage farming. They're then making that public, and then which would encourage people to follow them into that. Or like what is the incentive from a user using a copy trader like that, like someone who's a real degen that has all these strategies? Is the idea he's publicizing it, or is it more for the user to like build a strategy? If that makes sense.
Maybe I can jump into this. Yeah, that's a great question. Maybe I can link another one, but I guess the timer is on a slow mode. But yeah, but essentially what you can do, and what's really, really cool about Weave is that we have a customizable strategy builder. So it's like a drag and drop UI. So you go into Weave, and what you can do is you can literally just plug in different farms to farm. So for example, I can create a Boo USDC farm, and then I can choose and customize how exactly I want to auto compound it. So for example, I want to auto compound 50% of the yield and the farm rewards back into Boo and USDC. And then I split. So the other 50%, I'll split maybe 25% into a My USDC farm. So 25% of rewards go there, and then 25% rewards maybe go to a USDC farm on for maybe on Beethoven, for example, or go to another protocol like on Taro to kind of just stake my USDC there and kind of de-risk in a way. So you can actually customize exactly how you want to yield farm, because currently, auto compounders, they're great. They're great products, and they have so many use cases. I personally love all our auto compounder friends like Reaper, Beefy. I love them so much, and they're branching out to different things because they can do so much. But with Weave, like, you can actually consider and customize exactly how much you want to go back and how much you want to expand. You can have an unlimited chain. Well, not very unlimited, but you can have a very flexible chain. So for example, you can link your wallet, farm a Boo USDC pool, recompound 50% of the rewards. Maybe you can take that and go take the other rewards and go to a Phantom USDC pool, and then take those rewards and go back into staking Boo or X Boo, and so like you can really like be super flexible with like your yield farming, and it's all automated. So basically, like, if you have the dream yield farming strategy, you can literally put it all on several lines, and you can just all do all this drag and drop. It's super simple, it's super easy, and it's what's really cool is that you can just like automate all of this. And in the future, we'll definitely come up with limit orders so that, for example, if a certain price triggers, the limit order will kind of trigger a switch in strategy. So you can kind of limit order and switch different strategies or switch different routes. So it's very super exciting what Weave can do, and that's kind of like I guess the most special thing about Weave compared to others.
Yeah, yes. So that's really impressive what you guys are building. Before we go into maybe more of like, I mean, I know you have a pro feature and a passive feature and that kind of thing. Where is the project? What's its status right now? Where like can right now I go and build these strategies on Weave, or is this something that is a near term on the roadmap, or just kind of where does the project sit right now?
Yeah, great. So we have our beta, and you can actually go and already build strategies and have a play of how it works. Right now, only PancakeSwap, I believe, that is integrated, and we are launching very, very soon. So you don't hear it from me, okay? But we are launching like late April, late this month. So, but you didn't hear it from me though. But yeah, we are super excited, and we're not only aiming to launch late April on BNB chain, but we're aiming to launch also on Polygon and Phantom. Bang, bang, bang! 3 in a row at the same time.
Nice.
And who knows? Maybe, who knows? There might be a certain protocol that we all know and love might be integrated right at launch. Something that rhymes with Uki and Op. Or I don't know what rhymes with SpookySwap. I mean, yeah, but you didn't hear it from me.
Nice. So late April. Now, if someone wants to, if they listen to this and they want to go try it out, where would they go to try out the beta?
Yeah, I probably could link the link maybe later, but yeah, we can.
Perfect.
You can go to you can
go
join
to
our Discord for all the
Discord.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can join our Discord for all the details, and yeah, we love to have you there. Right now, we don't have any incentive for beta testers, but we'll definitely get that sorted out. But yeah, if you love to come and join and play around with the strategy builder, I'll link some video as well. I don't think I can link on the email questions chat because it's kind of a slow timer there. But once that's up, I can definitely link all the resources, and it's a really cool, easy way to come and test out the strategy builder, and it's just like a dream. It's like literally a yield farmer's dream.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go into some of the features, because I know you have some different, like I was saying, you have a pro and you have a passive. Can you go into kind of the difference there and what features you guys have coming?
Okay, so
Kristen, maybe you want to take it?
for the because I'm trying to paste the link right now. Okay, for the pro side, as we just mentioned, that for the pro side, we basically want to enable users to be able to customize their own strategy. And by the way, those strategies are safe as personal smart contract. So that means when you create a strategy, you save the strategy, you publish to the network, we actually deploy a smart contract for you. So you are the owner of the smart contract, and only you you can deposit and withdraw your funds there. So basically what you are doing manually, traditionally, for example, as Kip just mentioned, whatever you are trying to do with SpookySwap, you put the LP and you get the reward, and you want to compound, and also in the same time you want to buy more Boo token, and Weave can automate those tasks for you, so you don't have to do it manually in the future. So that's what we are trying to build for the pro, on the pro side. And for the passive side, you can browse the different strategies from the pro users. So based on the historical returns or the risk appetite, and the pro users will also describe their strategy, how their strategy works, what's the concept behind, what's their view on the protocols. So the passive users can choose the favorite strategies to follow based on the returns, based on the risk levels, and based on the feedbacks and informations from the creators. Then you can choose which strategy to follow. So it's not only about the strategy builder and the copy farming, and we also offer a platform that the pro user can communicate directly with the passive users. Because we think this is a better way to engage, the professional traders and the newcomers. And if you feel kind of lingering when you are trying to explore all these options or possibilities, you can check our academy materials in our YouTube channels. So we will link those resources in the AMA question chat, so you can have a look later. And join our Discord so you can know how to access to our beta testing feature right now. And as Kip mentioned, we will be launching on Phantom pretty soon, end of April or early of May.
Wow, awesome. So I think you've given some examples of how you would do it. Are you guys going to be able to facilitate any lending and borrowing?
Yeah, that's definitely further down the line. And we are already talking with a few lending and borrowing protocols. But I guess before that, it will be leverage yield farming first. So, yeah. Okay, so I said it already. Yeah, so it'll be like Texas, and then naturally it will be the leverage yield farming platforms. Think like, I don't know whether I can give the name, but yeah, but like, something does not rhyme with beta and homura. Yeah, so we'll definitely have integrations with Dexes first. SpookySwap will definitely be one of the definitely very first, especially on Phantom. And then we will focus kind of more on the other blockchains first as well. So, and then we'll move on to like leverage farms, lending and borrowing, and eventually CDB positions, although that's definitely way further down the roadmap. But yeah, we want to give as much flexibility to all the DeFi degens, and we are super proud of of our partners so far, and people who are collaborating with us. It's just been such a great time building and talking to all our friends in Phantom and BNB chain. Well, not really BNB chain. Oops. Mostly Phantom, I guess. Because it actually, just a side note, we didn't really plan to launch on Phantom at first, but because of the great response from the amazing community, shout out to Sam from Phantom Foundation. But yeah, it's a great response from the community, from the other protocols. We just felt that Phantom was going to be one of our main homes. Not just because I pushed for it, but yeah, it's definitely an awesome thing to have, and we can't wait to share Weave with you, all of you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to imagine the lending borrowing features, you can also try to imagine like, okay, if without Weave, you will be farming, right, and use your profits to deposit to the lending protocols and try to borrow different tokens to invest in different protocols, right? So you can imagine that what you've been doing manually, we will try to automate it for you. So that means when you are farming, when you're doing the yield farming strategy with Weave, then you can also choose to take your profits and to deposit into a lending protocol to earn more yield to the lending protocol. So you can just combine them all together into one strategy, so you don't have to like jump around different protocols and just do it manually. So you can try to imagine this way. I hope this will explain it better.
Yes. So let me ask you this: so if you guys are building this this system for users, both for the pro users and the new newbie people that want to use this passive process, how are you guys earning? Are there fees involved? How are you guys paying for yourselves?
Yeah, definitely. So just like the standard yield compounding platforms, we will we don't charge on the strategy creation. I mean, if you're trying to create a strategy or you're trying to copy a strategy, you don't have any cost for you. But we will take part of your profit as a performance fee. So for pro users, you have to pay a performance fee. And for the passive users, when you copy the pro strategies, you will also pay performance fee to the strategies that you copy. So, but all those fees can be reduced if you stake the governance token with us. So by staking the governance token, which is the Weave token, you'll be able to reduce your fee besides the governance voting, and also you'll be able to share the platform revenues, and also part of you can unlock more features on our platform. So far, we've been planning features. We try to help the new users to be more to become more confident when they are investing in crypto space. So we try to come up with some features like a one-on-one coaching or some other referral programs that we also want to incentivize the influencers that they can attract their followers to join the platform. And by the way, we also provide the protocol level collaboration. So that's why we are very excited to collaborate with SpookySwap, because we want to help. Because for sure, I think SpookySwap, you want to have some kind of your own strategy, right? Or yield farming, like special yield farming strategies that you want to encourage your users to use to farm. So that is something we are also working on, and we try to provide it to the whole community as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I could see DAOs or different protocols wanting to push certain strategies. I mean, I hear that internally sometimes about, oh, I wish we could get our users to. I'm not talking about Spooky in particular, but a different one where they didn't like their users selling one token and then buying the other. So yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, we also heard some of the GameFi projects. They want to, they don't want their users to just dump their tokens, so they want to have their own strategy or their own form to encourage their users to keep staking tokens into the governance mode.
So there's something
to participate in the governance.
with Andreas and Stevens, because there's so much potential with a customizable strategy builder. So taking inspiration from Beethoven farms, this is all theoretical, by the way. For example, you could kind of like incentivize a certain farm where you can have like an airdrop or something over a certain period of time to users that deposit funds into this strategy that can maybe create some buyer pressure on a certain token. For example, like what Liquid Driver is doing with like shadow farms, but now we can do it with more customizability and more flexibility with our strategy builder. And it's something that we can definitely provide for B2B stuff, or we can kind of add like a Weave widget into UI or something like that. Of course, this is kind of like theoretical and down the road, but yeah, definitely something that protocols can definitely take on board. And in the vision of this, we definitely want to have our friends and partner protocols or just collaborators post their official strategies, Weave strategies, if they would like. So they will correct. So like maybe SpookySwap could make an official strategy for official strategies, and we can have them on the website. And so that this helps the new users as well. It's like, okay, I don't know what strategy to go for, and I don't really want to copy some random guy's yield farming strategy. I want to copy like an actual DAO. I want to copy an actual protocol, an actual organization that has been around, like a blue chip protocol. So I want to copy SpookySwap strategies, for example. So this helps also new users, and also helps the protocols that want to kind of encourage a certain flow of liquidity. So there's a lot of possibilities here, which I guess we're just only discovering the very tip. But yeah, super exciting.
Yes. Hey, so you guys brought up the governance token, and you kind of said that it's a revenue sharing token as well. Can you just tell us a little bit about the Weave token? What are some of the use cases, if you haven't mentioned them already? Where can it is it currently available? Can you just tell us more about that token?
Yeah, thank you. That's a great question, I think. So right now, Weave token is live on BNB chain, and it will be bridged to different chain, but we try to keep the cap maximum supply to in total to 200 million as we plan in the white paper, but we try to bridge to different chain to incentivize users, and we will. If you stake the Weave token, you'll be able to vote, for example, some decisions of maybe about partners or this kind of governance decision. And meanwhile, you can reduce your performance fee that you have to pay to pro users or Weave platform. And besides that, you can also share the platform revenue and when you sell the Weave token, you will also be paying 0.5% to the stakers. So if you stake the Weave token, you can also be enjoying the 0.5% token sales revenue. And also you can unlock some cool features as I mentioned earlier, like the coaching function or some specific features that we plan for the stakers. So that's how we plan it for it so far. And to be honest, originally we want to design as kind of an NFT membership to users because NFT is so hard right now. But so far we've been we have designed the functions of our Weave token to those functions that I just mentioned: governance, reduce fee, share revenue, and some other some features like coaching or affiliate program.
So with all these smart contracts, and I guess it's going to get kind of complicated. What are you guys doing to try to make sure things are safe? Do you have a bug bounty? Are you getting any kind of audits? Are you in the process of that?
Yeah, sure. I think that's a very interesting question and a very good question for sure, because I also saw the audience is asking about it earlier. So I think the largest difference that the most challenging thing that we encounter when we are building our contract from the scratch is that how do we make sure this interaction on the backend really works? I mean, if you want to call a swap function, if you want to call a lending borrowing function, you want to make sure everything is there, right? Whatever you want to achieve is there. It's in your deploy strategies. So this is I think the biggest challenges that we have. So that's why we opened our beta test already like a month ago, because we try to, break our code through the help of the community members. And we have a closed beta test for like a month ago, and we opened to 100 testers, volunteer, and within 1 week they already submit like 15,000 strategies on the testnet. So it really breaks our code for sure, but then we learn something, so we modify. So we improve from there. So now the whole software structure works very stable and smoothly, and nothing is lost when you are creating your own strategy. So I think that's the largest challenge we had so far, and we've been lucky to have this kind of stress test. So most of the problems are solved now. But for sure, we'll go for other prestigious auditing firms to help us to review the code again, because
I just want to jump in and add to that. So like when you make a strategy, when you publish a strategy, it generates a strategy as a smart contract, and that smart contract will be in our backend. So it's not really like the typical like a vault system right now. It's you generate a smart contract, and nobody really can kind of like touch it. So that's kind of like one way we can secure the strategies. We also have like audits with ByteRocket that went really well. The only minor tweaks were just like a couple of naming conventions and all that. and we are definitely looking for top tier auditing firm, because lots of grants, lots of VCs require an audit, especially by a top tier firm. So we're definitely considering and looking for a top tier auditing company to help us with that, so that we can definitely push our strategy builder to the mainstream, and definitely have that ready to go. And also, I guess my mic was a bit softer before, but yeah. So each strategy will be able to. It's this one smart contract, but each. I just want to recap that. We'll have official protocol strategies that will be able to develop their own strategies, so that they can encourage their users to follow their strategy, and create some kind of cool buy pressures or sell pressures on certain things. So if the possibilities are pretty good, and we're definitely looking into security, especially because it's such a big thing in crypto. But yeah, that's why that's why we delayed, and because we want to make sure everything is right. So yeah, so step by step, our staking feature is done. Now our strategy builder is coming out, and we are very excited for that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I love seeing projects that are building new things. I think we all kind of get sick of something being forked for the 20th time. So
True.
yeah. So I remember talking to Kip. I think it was back in February about this, and I was like, man, that's such a cool thing. And it really is, especially once you guys are really, developed and running along. And I could really see how it could take off with DAOs and protocols, and kind of having, the pro trader influencers. It's a really cool concept. I really like it. Yeah. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna look at these community questions here. Make sure, see if we missed anything. So
oh yes, yeah. And by the way, we are giving out some prizes for the best questions. You can come and join and claim your prize back in our Discord, because we tried something with another protocol before, and it was kind of a mess. But so send your questions
nice.
in, and we'll definitely reward you with some Weave tokens.
Nice. Well, I'm going to start reading these first questions. So if you have any good questions you want to throw in there, you just go into the AMA question section and put it in there, and maybe you'll get a prize. So let's start with this first one. So one of the key features of the project is education for those wanting to go from absolute beginner to pro. This part interests me a lot. How can you access this section? Is there any requirement to enter it? So I guess it's not quite live yet, but will there be a requirement for a beginner to get into, I guess, the passive section?
Well, no. So it's open for everyone, right? We already post our educational tutorials on our YouTube channels, because actually we have like 5 YouTubers within the team. So we are very experienced in content creation. So we already, and you'll be amazed. I mean, for everyone here, I think we are all used to how to set up the MetaMask, how to do a transaction, how to top on the assets. But it's really an essential part that a lot of new users, they want to learn when they are trying to invest in crypto. So we already post those educational contents, how to set up MetaMask, how to top on your assets, this kind of basic entry tutorials. So if you are new, you can try to learn what we prepare for you in our YouTube channels.
Okay, perfect. So a good question here is, are farming protocols going to be whitelisted? Or if so, how do you decide what are whitelisted?
Yeah, that's a great question. We're definitely looking to integrate more protocols slowly and surely, because due to security reasons, of course. But yeah, we definitely we'll be working with our partners first, and our close collaborators first, and then slowly branching out. We don't really have a set criteria. We do have an idea on our back with our team on like what protocols we integrate first. We have a priority list But at the same time, that's flexible to change, and yeah, we are super excited to integrate SpookySwap to be one of the first, if not the first, on at launch. So yeah, that's super exciting. But of course, naturally, we'll support DEXs first, and then leverage protocols, and then lending and borrowing. So that's like a little bit of a process to go through. But yeah, we're super excited to learn, and it depends on the community what they're really looking forward to. So we're still very flexible on that, and there's no real whitelist on what farms or what protocols get integrated. It's more on just like how community responds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have a lot of support from different community. For example, from SpookySwap, from Owen, we really appreciate. So for sure, they will be the go-to platform that we integrate first.
Appreciate that. So let me ask you this. So you guys are going to be launching, I think you said BNB Chain, Polygon, Phantom. Is there going, with the strategies, is there going to be any kind of cross-chain functionality and to take my cake, sell it, and go buy Boo or something? Like that?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I want to do, to be honest. You read
They
my
would be
mind.
part of the SpookySwap strategy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely the goal.
Yeah.
That's definitely the goal for cross-chain strategies. One thing we got to figure out is, how we can bridge assets and data at the same time in one single transaction. And we're definitely looking at bridging partners. But that's definitely coming in the future. So we're just going step by step first. But yeah, I already have a lots of ideas. So for example, like let's say I have my jewel on DFK. Whatever high yield farms there, I just want to convert that, like half of that to Boo and half of that to Bitcoin, and then like lend my Bitcoin on a Chi DAO and borrow against it, and then buy more Boo, or go to Beethoven and stake on the Day USDC farm, and then with that Boo, I just immediately stake to X Boo and immediately drop it into the most efficient farm to get the best out of it. So maybe I can drop that X Boo into like Reaper or anywhere else. So yeah, there's like huge DeFi degen strategies that you can go with this. But of course, that's kind of like definitely more in the future. But yeah, we're super excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. We might want to copy that strategy, by the way.
Kip had already assigned a big to-do list to our engineering team. He had a big plan for Phantom ecosystem. I tell you.
Nice. Okay. So let me go to this next person here. So so on your website we see a good team and many great names, and you do. You have a lot of names on that, and I guess they're all public. How will this team and partners help Weave Financial grow and vision? How do you feel about the collaboration of good partners to further develop the ecosystem? I guess you have a lot of people on your team. How are these people going to help you grow? I guess that was the question.
Yep. So far we've been trying to approach different partners, and we appreciate those partners who help us, like SpookySwap being really supportive to us, and other Phantom and Phantom Foundation or the Phantom communities. So that's why Kip had mentioned that we really got a strong support from Phantom Foundation and the whole Phantom ecosystem. So that's why we want to work here. And for other partners, for example, we are trying to talk with because when we are integrating with, for example, SpookySwap, for sure we might need some like technical guidance from the SpookySwap team, right? So that's one of the supports that we are trying to get, and we also would like to, because we don't have all the DeFi, we don't have all the knowledges. So we have to learn from the experts, for example, the bridging experts or these lending borrowing protocols experts. So that's basically what we had work. So I think our partners are great because they've been share a lot to us and help us to smoothly build our code and to integrate their platform.
Okay, so you guys have gone through beta. What has been your biggest obstacle or limitation that you guys had to face?
I think that that is during the because we have to write the code from the scratch, right? There's not you didn't see anything similar before in the crypto space. So basically, we are writing all the backend interaction stuff, and luckily our CTO have been very experienced in the large scale software development. So he been able to structure the software that we can handle this kind of traffic. So I would say that so far this is the largest challenge, and we've been able to test it, and found it on the closed beta test. So that's why we are able to push the launch date. We were able to give a launch date to the end of April. So I think that's the first one. And second one, when we just start our project, we are kind of struggling to find different partners in different chains. But right now we are very lucky and fortunate to have all the blockchain team support, and especially Fenton team. So I think the second obstacle is no longer an obstacle for us.
Perfect. So someone's asking again if you can shed a light on Weave Pro and Weave Passive. Is there any interesting features that weren't mentioned? I guess that's the question. Yep.
Yeah, I guess you can. We got one of our community managers to post some links in the AMA question section, so you can have a look at the demo 1 and demo 2. That will kind of shed light on the pro view. So the pro view allows you to build the strategy through a drag and drop UI, and allow you to customize exactly how much you want to auto compound and how many farms you want to let that flow of liquidity go through. So yeah, that demo 2 will be more on the pro side. It also includes how the Weave passive users at the end of the video, how they would interact with a strategy builder built by a pro weaver. So yeah, that video and that clip is going to be quite good and useful. And I guess the whole user experience for the pro weaver side, you can look at the last link, I believe, that user experience with strategy builder. You can click that short clip and you can have a look at that. Basically, kind of gives you the how somebody would come in, how to open the strategy builder, how to drag and drop farms, how to integrate everything, how to adjust your parameters, and then how to publish, and then how you would deposit into and deposit funds into the strategy. So yeah, that's kind of like the whole user experience in that video. It's a very quick video, very brief video, not official, but it's just something that we wanted to demonstrate. But yeah, passive weavers can always copy any of the farms or any of the strategies that anybody creates, and I believe they will also be able to kind of dial how much they want to auto compound, depending on what kind of features they have access to. But yeah, that's definitely in the works.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of questions about the Weave token. I think most of this is how is it deflationary? Is the information about the token available on your website right now, like the tokenomics and all of that?
Yes. We have linked it in the chat. You can find it in our white paper, so you can find it there.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite a complicated tokenomic system, to be honest. So yeah, the founders really try to spend time to make sure that Weave token is beneficial for the community, and I believe there is a burn mechanism. Yes, it's a burn mechanism when you swap Weave, when you trade Weave, and when you use the token. So there is a small burn mechanism. Nothing.
Yeah, there's a
makes it
1%
too deflationary, but yeah.
There's a 1% burn. Yeah, 1.5.
Now, if someone wanted to interact with your protocol, and I think we already know the answer, but they didn't want to use the strategies, they just want to invest and make some and earn. Like, there's a question here: how can I earn with your ecosystem? If they didn't want to use any of the strategies, they don't want to be a passive user, they don't want to be a pro. I'll answer it. You have a token. If you want to share in revenue, you just have the Weave token. You can stake it, and you'll share in revenue, and you get to vote in governance. Is that essentially answer that question?
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, we have designed something specific for our users. If you stake your Weave token or your LP token, if you stake long enough, for example, 13 weeks, you will get a multiplier on your staking portion. Meaning if you stake like 1,000 Weave token, and after 2 years, you'll get 10 times multiplier. So when we are calculating the daily emission to you, your portion will be increased. So we try to encourage people to stake, not locking, but staking, to stay with us.
No, that's great. Yeah, so you're not locking it in. If you decide I got to pull it out, you could still do that. But if you stake it and it's there for a set period of time, 13 weeks or what have you, that's when you get the multiplier. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, I've seen. I like the feature and I like the tokenomics just personally because it's not just a endless inflationary token that I think we see a lot of, and that's where you see with locks is you lock your token and it's just infinitely inflated. So yeah,
so
no,
that's why we try to. Well, we think it's good to have a lock feature, but we think that most of the users, they probably don't like it. So we will rather encourage them to stake rather than ask them to lock their token. That's the initiative.
Yeah. No, that's nice. Okay. I think everything else is pretty much covered. Is there anything we did not cover that you guys would like to mention about Weave? Maybe what's coming. I mean, you went on the roadmap. You mentioned earlier Phantom in late April, even though you didn't say that. And anything else on like specifically on the roadmap that you have a time for?
Yeah, I guess there was a great question about the roadmap by somebody quite early, I guess. Yeah, definitely. We're definitely looking to integrate lots of protocols. So of course Dexter's first, and then we are also looking to expand and go cross chain because that's the kind of the heart of what we want to do. Is to let everybody have the chance to be able to farm very flexibly and and encourage the sharing of strategies, the social aspect of youth farming as well. So we're definitely looking to branch out to Avalanche, and hopefully, one day we can see Spooky there again. Who knows? Maybe with your V2 as well. So congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're definitely looking to go cross chain, and will be available on most popular EVM compatible chains, and we'll definitely want to be one of the leaders in this space. So yeah, we're definitely looking to integrate with and collaborate with more partners, and we already have great partners with like on Phantom, like like Yoshi, Liquid Driver, Hexer Finance, more growth device, and yeah, we have super lucky to also have the support from Spooky and other guys as well. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for making this super easy for us, and we are just extremely looking forward to share with you what we can do, and we are looking to collaborate and talk to more people as well. So if you're a protocol that wants to kind of have a few questions for us or wants to integrate with us, yeah, we'll be happy to have a chat.
Can we ask something a bit not personal, but a little bit personal? Can we ask the community to support us and vote us on the Dora Hack event? We are currently ranked number 1 on the Disruptive DeFi track, so it'd be great to have the community support us. It will help us to get more tractions and also to get to access more users.
Grayson, can you drop a link for what you're talking about?
Yeah. And by the way, do join our community. Do join our Discord so you can find all the beta test information there. And I will drop the link in the chat.
Perfect. Okay. Any last comments? Anything we didn't cover?
Oh yeah, I guess if you guys can join our Discord, and then we'll announce the winners for the questions over there. And don't worry, we'll also let Owen know who the winners are. So if they didn't claim from our Discord yet, they can always message us. So yeah, thanks for having us. And if there are any questions or you want to have a look at the strategy builder live or the demo versions, the links are there. I think Miss Crypto Sarcasm posted them. So yeah, just have a look at the strategy builder, and when you look at it, when I first looked at it, it blew my mind. So that's why I was super excited to work with Weave. And yeah, like the proof is in the visual. So yeah, have a look at that demo 1, demo 2 of the strategy builder. It's really cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for sharing your project with us. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, something that isn't a fork is always exciting, especially something as developed and interesting as this. So really appreciate it, and thanks audience for listening. And yeah, if you have any questions that were missed, maybe just drop them in here, and maybe those guys can answer them later. And definitely check out their Discord and the links they provided, especially the demos. Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks
so much,
a lot.
Owen. Really
Thanks
appreciate
for having
your
us.
time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I think I'll still stick around if there are some questions, but otherwise, yeah, thanks so much.